Welcome back to our Age of Engineering series. I know the last couple episodes were quite boring, so today I promise we've got some exciting stuff. I've worked with circuits a bit and got all of these, and in the process I found the three that we need to make our basic circuit. So if I drop that in there, it should... Basic circuit board requires 1,000 millibuckets of water, 2 diamonds for the red things. I've got everything I need. I'm not sure why it's not working. Circuit analyze, analyze, analyze. Not analyzed. That is probably... I didn't analyze those. Maybe that matters. Maybe that matters. Analyze. Analyzed. I got soil. Awesome. Useless things I do not need. That one went there. That one went there. They jump. That's just not analyze. Okay, because the soil was in here. It didn't analyze it. Son of a biscuit. There we go. Basic circuit board. Grab that. Put that in this recipe that has been waiting so patiently for it. We have a drawer controller. This is exciting. This is very exciting. So I'll put that right there. And that connects to all these drawers because I have them connected with oak trim right there and in the corners. So now, say I grab all kinds of different things. So I got my inventory full of crud. I can just double right click, all that stuff gets put away right where it belongs. I no longer have to go around and poke at all these different drawers to put my stuff away. I'm very happy about that. So, our next step is I want a pumpkin farm. I like jack-o'-lanterns. I really like jack-o'-lanterns because that's not what I want. I want to take all those. I want to put one back in the drawer. Actually, I don't even have to do that. I like jack-o'-lanterns because they require a pumpkin and a torch, and they put out the same light level as glowstone. So that's going to be a very good light source. I want to use that in addition to our lanterns that we have up there. So let me... Oh, it's all... So we'll plant our pumpkins right there, and I want water behind them. Whoa, that all of a sudden started working very quickly. So right here is where our pumpkins are gonna be planted. And some water. Let's grab a couple buckets. Two buckets. That will do. Ouch. I'd like to mention that off camera, you'll see a lot of stuff has changed. I dug out this entire area, flattened it all out. It took a long time. I streamed most of that on Twitch. Same Horse Divorce 24. And I built this little pen for animals. I want to start an animal farm. I really do. So, to fill this all in without having to do a whole bunch of running back and forth, I'm going to put one there. I'm going to skip one and put one there. We now have an infinite water source. And I'll just keep skipping one. And I can get this whole thing filled in with 2 buckets. So now we have our water. Cover that up again. Some tools. I should have brought tools. Come on. I'm eating broccoli I'm not sure if I went over that in the last episode. I started growing broccoli, and it works a lot better. Where's my hoe? The broccoli it does 5 hearts, and it grows super fast in our greenhouse, and that's what I did. Turn all that into farmland. We have pumpkins. I want to cap off the ends because I want them to grow in a neat row. I don't want them to grow on the ends like that, because the stem will go to either one of these 2 spots. Now it'll only go here. The next thing on the itinerary is animals. I want animals. Check this out. Just double click there. It puts all the junk away. I'm very pleased. Put some of these tools away. And if we put 4 string and 4 gold nuggets like this, we get a golden lasso. And it also uses 8 levels of experience to make, which is quite nice. Let me round up some animals and we will be right back. So I've just completed traveling the globe, finding cows, sheep, and pigs. I don't necessarily need the meat because the broccoli is feeding me very nicely, but I think it's nice to have. You can't go through Minecraft without having some sort of animal farm. It's good to just add decoration to our farming area. So I'm going to make 6 golden carrots and put them in a crafting grid like so. I need more basic coils. 4 more. I swear I just made... Oh, it dropped them in here. 3 automatic feeders from actually additions. I think we can take wheat. Where I have wheat. And we can feed our cows and our sheep with wheat. We're going to need carrots for the pigs. I've got carrots growing right now. I went and found a village. It wasn't very far. I grabbed potatoes and carrots. We'll put our automatic feeder right here in the center. And we'll give them some light. So we can put 1 animal, not enough to breed. So I guess it can't see them when they're on the edge. I thought it was a 5 radius, but maybe it's a 4. 2 animals, enough to breed. It's feeding them, and they're breeding. Check that out. Let's give one of these to our sheep. We want plenty of sheep. Wool is something I do want a lot of. I'll go ahead and get them going. Go on, sheep. Do your thing. I think just to get them started, I'll give them each one. There we go. There's 1. There's 1. Get to it. So they're just gonna keep on doing their thing for a while. I might have some carrots over here. I put carrots in here not too long ago. We've already got a full stack. Perfect. Cool. We have all 3 animal types breeding and reproducing. That's good stuff. Next on the to-do list is... I think we want some mining. We want some upgraded mining. I went to the Nether and I grabbed nether wart along with a necrotic bone, which I got from killing wither skeletons. And that is going to make some ingredients for our vertical digger. We need an empowered void crystal, which is going to take 12 million RF. That's going to take a while. Which is like so on the empowerer. 12 million. Got like 3.2 here, another 4. So that's 7.2 million. I got about half of what I need, a little over half. So I'm going to just put all these on here and hope for the best. They are draining very fast. I like the blue lasers. That's cool. So I'm going to stand here and watch this go, and yeah. So we now have our empowered void crystal. Let's not waste any time and chuck that down where it belongs. Not that. So 4 iron casings, which were very expensive. Well, moderately expensive. And our empowered void crystal with another drill. Let me just double check, make sure there's no upgrades. And that gives us our vertical digger. That is going to be our first quarry. And boy, did that void crystal take a long time to make. So I'm going to go ahead. I've prepared some things for our next, whatchamacallit, endeavor. We are going to be making, let's see, 1, 2, 3. We are going to be making 2 chassis, 2 machine cape. What do you call them? 2 sturdy casings. We need 2 sturdy casings because I want to get the machine chassis for the alloy smelter, and we also need one for a carpenter. Because remember, we get a squeezed pumpkin seed, or we need to squeeze seeds to get our seed oil, and I'm going to put that in a carpenter. So I'm making a dedicated carpenter for seed oil, and using that carpenter, we are going to make our machine chassis. Let me get these thrown together really quickly. That's taken quite a while. But to start out, I can go ahead. I already had one, so we don't even need that one, but we're going to need it at some point. We have a squeezer, and a carpenter is 6 bronze and 2 glass with a casing like so. Let's see if I have a couple more cables. We've got some cables. Where's my food? I'm going to want a medium voltage relay, 2 wire coils, and an MV connector. That's going to require 3 iron and 2 hardened clay. Where's my hardened clay? I know I've got some. Just barely enough. 3 iron, 2 hardened clay, and 2 wire connectors will make our MV connectors. I found emeralds also when I went to that village and got the whatchamacallums, carrots and potatoes. And I needed to make emeraldic crystals, which were waiting on uranium. I got cactuses as well. I think that was for the silk touch upgrade for my drill. I don't quite remember. But that stuff's prepared. What do we have here? This is for our advanced greenhouse, so we're waiting on the tanzanite. I got that from analyzing circuits, that one right there. What was this? Basic capacitors. I used those to make a basic capacitor bank. That is what's gonna send power to a vertical digger. You can stick that down. I think I'll put that right here. pop out of this hole now. Come on. So that'll be our charging point for that capacitor. Not getting RF. There we go. I had to set the bottom to input. So that'll fill up very slowly. Our power gen needs to be worked on. It really, really needs to be worked on. Let's go down here. So I think I'll put these back here. That way we can pull seeds out of our drawers. That might be nice. Let me clear some of this out. And I've got a little gadget we can use on that ground. That's the gadget we got last episode from Analyzing Circuits. It's our advanced terrain module. We'll set that to grass blocks. So I can swap all these out for grass pretty quickly. No energy. Oh. I'm just going to do this the old-fashioned way. So I want, that's LV, we can't take power from that. I can get power from this, but that's kind of out of the way. I don't know what else I'm going to use it for. I might just go ahead and stick it right here against this fence. I think I want to do that. We've got, what do we have? We got MV there. Let's take our wire relay, put that there. The wire connector can go right here. That works. So now we'll just carve this out a tiny bit. My goodness, those cows are loud. We want squeezer on the left. Squeezer on the left, maybe. And carpenter on the right. Those do not have RF. I think our power is being completely drained by that empower and our capacitor. Our power is most definitely being severely drained. We're gonna have to address that. Tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna grab this because I want power now. That empowerer is just sapping everything we've got in our network. That is just way too loud. Can I make... What's that block that blocks sound? Note block and wool. Wood around redstone. Let's do that. Because those cows are very annoying. 3. 1, 2, 3. And some shears for wool. I might have 3 wool already. I only have 1. Let me make some shears. Come on. There we go. That'll do. Oh, that's much better. These guys are still pretty loud. I'm gonna give them one as well. And just for the heck of it, let's give the sheep one. They're super loud. There we go. Everything's nice and quiet on the homestead. So that capacitor we grabbed. Now we're working. I need 1,000 millibuckets. That's going to be a while. I think the recipe was like this. I think. Casing, capacitor, casing. Like that. So let me cook up some seed oil really quickly. I should mention I put a tank here just as a buffer between the two. There we go. We have enough seed oil. And we have our chassis. Are you ready for age 5? I think we are. Boom. Age 5 Ender Age with a trophy. Let's grab that capacitor back and put our trophy in its assigned spot. Look at this. I did this with chisel and bits. I just kind of like chiseled away a little ramp. I thought it looked cool. Without further ado. Nice. And that chassis is going to be used for something I've been waiting for a while. An alloy smelter. We need 3 furnaces, 11 iron, and 3 furnaces. So I'll grab that. Grab that. And we have an alloy smelter. I've been waiting for this for a very, very, very long time. Let me chuck this right here, maybe. Unless... I'll put it right there. That'll do. We can have sag mill, alloy smelter. No, sag mill, alloy smelter. Right here. Our power cable can go just like so. Let's see, where do I want that? I don't even have enough cables. I'm getting ahead of myself. Glass. Redstonia. More cables, that'll do it. So that's gonna be covered. is going to come back up there and over. That looks good. So this beam will hit our sag mill, and we can process things right here until we get that somewhat automated. Cool. Now that I have that, I want to get into conduits. Item, pulsating iron, ender pearl, and iron. We've got both. Like 3 for now. And alloys mode. And while we're on the subject of ender pearls, I want to get some end stone for these pearls. Since we're on a server, it's kind of a lot easier for us. Like, a lot easier. Because we can just go to spawn and find our portal to the end. Something is wrong with the destination. That's not good. I'll have to figure that one out. So we're in the end, and we're in a nice safe area that our friend here has brought us to. Thank you very much. And there's an ender hive. That's cool. I hear we need to get into bees. Bee house. Oh, they're killing me. They're killing me. Don't mess with bees. Not end bees, at least. I'm gonna quickly get what I need, and we'll be out of here. That should be enough. Chuck all these in here. That's a good spot. Grab some of those. And I think I want to move these to our farm area. I'll put something else there. These would look good right here up against this wall. I've got 8 seeds, so that's 1. Almost perfect. We should see those start growing a lot quicker. Where were we at? We were at conduits. That's what we were doing. 3 pulsating iron. Those I'll make into nuggets. Put those right here. And we need conduit binder, which is CF powder and wood pulp. Wood pulp is wood in a carpenter with water. We can do that. We can definitely do that. Wood and a carpenter with water. Oh, I might want an infinite water source around here. Water, like so, in the corners. Now we can fill that up very easily. There we go. Thought that thing would never fill. So there's wood pulp. We also need our CF powder. I don't know how to make that. CF powder. Stone dust, clay, and sand. We've got stone dust from our circuit works. We've got sand. And I thought we had clay. I've got a bit of clay at the smeltery. 9 pieces. I'm not very inspired. I wonder if there's a way to get clay. UU matter. Industrial centrifuge. There's no way to get clay. There's a swamp over that way. I can go look for clay later on, if this isn't enough. So let's see. CF powder is clay in the middle, sand on the top and bottom. And then the stone dust on the edges. Come on. Then that in the middle. Gravel on the edges. Grab our wood pulp, run back over here real quick. Conduit binder composite, which will smelt in record time. Grab all of that. We're so close. Item conduits. Holy crap. Got over a stack. So I want this, I want a drawer for binder composite. And I want a drawer for all of our conduits. So now that I've got these, let's go ahead and put down our quarry. To get the items back to our base, I think I want to use one of these crates because we can pick it up and put it down and it'll retain its items. That'll be a very cheap way of doing that. Only getting 4 RF per tick. And I don't know why. Well, I figured out why we were losing power. One of the wires going to the windmills either burnt up or fell off or disappeared or something. So we're now getting sufficient power. Everything's getting powered back up. I've charged our capacitor. Let's go do some mining. So I'm going to take our vertical digger and set it up right here. I'm going to set it to mine only ores. Hopefully I'm not wasting power that way. And it'll do a 5x5 radius, I think. Let's do this. Let me put a chest down. And an item conduit. I made item conduits before setting this up because... always active. Oops. Insert. I made item conduits because the item transfer node just wasn't fast enough to deal with this thing. So I want to set the output mode to never active. And I'll put the output really low to something like 1. Because I want to see the range on this thing before I go and set it loose. I'll put that to mine everything. I turn that up to 10. I turn that on. Maybe I'll go up to 100. Okay, so that's the range. Turn that off again. Where's our dirt? I'll put fence posts at the edge of where we mine. That way I know where I've done already. So let me put this back into ores only, reset it. Turn that to 1,000. And let it go. I'm going to do one mine. I'm going to mine one quarry all the way to the bottom, and we'll see what we get. Done mining. That produced not exactly an inspiring amount, and we used most of our capacitor. So I'm not sure how I feel about that. I also did not use the crate that I wanted to use. Put that to extract. Always active. I almost think I like the drill just mining the old-fashioned way better. Why is that not... Oh, it's on brown. I almost think I like the drill better. Most definitely I like the drill better. On that note, I think I want to get some upgrades for our drill. So let's do the 5 augment, which requires empowered Anori. I painstakingly hung out in the nether for quite a while to get the gas tiers we need. Stone, dust, snow, bone block, that's all pretty easy. The gas tiers weren't fun though. They were not fun at all. So hopefully we have enough power to make these, and our power situation is not what it was. Seeing as we had a cable that was gone, I think our situation wasn't as bad as I originally thought. These need to be in the right order. Anori in the center, gas tier, bone, snow, stone dust from IC2. Small stone, I need stone dust. Okay. Stone dust is made in a thermal centrifuge. So we need a thermal centrifuge before we get this. Let's take a look at that. Oh my goodness, this is quite difficult. This is quite difficult indeed. So I'm gonna do this one off camera. I hope you don't mind. I'm going to go ahead and get everything I need and craft that, and we'll play with it. Let's see, what does this thing do? Stone dust, get it from the thermal. So it takes crushed ore, and it turns it into the dust. Or a washing plant turns it into purified lead, which is then smelted. I don't see how. Usually we get. I think it would be like an ore tripling deal, but so it's like maybe the ore washing plant will be cheaper. Ore washing plant. That's definitely cheaper. I'm gonna do that, actually. Let's get some stuff together, and I'm gonna do that. I think I've got everything all put together. We've got our components for our 2 electric motors right here. This is gonna be our electronic circuit. I will place those down in here with 2 buckets and a basic machine casing. and we get an ore washing plant. And I need to pull the cable out so it doesn't explode when I place it down. Just for testing purposes, I'm going to put it there. Make sure I put my transformer in. Cable in place, no explosions. For the ore washing plant, let me get some ores and we'll play with it. So I've got 9 iron ores I just dug up. I'm going to make sure I get rid of this ejector upgrade because I don't want them to go into the furnace. I want to macerate them, so I should get 18 ore. So now that we have our 18 crushed ore, let's see if this does just a 1-for-1. Ore washing plant. So that can get smelted into 1. Furnace into 1, thermal centrifuge into gold, iron, and stone dust, or washing into... So I get a little extra iron, I think. But I don't understand why it's not running. I think I know why. Pretty sure if I give this thing water, it'll be a lot happier. Let me go find some water very quickly. I think I might have some. One of these here has to be infinite. I'm guessing that one. Chuck the water in there like so. Is it working? It's working. Let's sit tight and see how quickly it goes. Okay, pick up our small stone, place down a stone dust. That's what I'm looking for. Green lasers this time. Cool. I guess you get different colored lasers for different things you're making, I suppose. Let's hang out and make these. Craft these 4 up. I don't know why it's taking so long. There we go. Let me get the rest of these done, and we'll have a chat. We now have our last empowered Inori crystal, and let me tell you, that took a long time. Our power is nowhere near up to par. Not even close. There's our drill mining augment 2, and that took 4 diamonds and a ton of other stuff that was really hard to get. Not really hard, but somewhat hard. And for our speed upgrade, we'll take some cake, put that with sugar and Inori crystals, and we have our speed augment 3. Let's charge up our drill, because I want to go play with this. From what I understand, this is going to kill our drill very fast. One more thing I'd like to make is slime blocks, which are 9 slime per block, and I want to get... So I've now made a strategic amount of 45 slime blocks. Before we go off on this journey, I'll grab our mining bags and some gravel. 4 gravel pieces, which are going to come in very handy. I've got a little trick to show you. But first, I am forgetting the most crucial thing about mining. We need ladders. Lots and lots of ladders. I would like to start off by putting a couple gravel on the ground. And this is because I like to pillar straight down, and if we put gravel like this, we're supposed to... Oh, come on. Put gravel like this, you stay on the gravel, and hopefully you don't fall into lava and die. Let's pillar straight down to the center of the earth. Now that we have officially hit bedrock, I'm going to throw down a layer of slime blocks. And those slime blocks are so, say I'm crawling down the ladder and I fall off, or if I just want to make a really quick journey to the bottom of the hole. I'll turn off creative flight, and I'll jump on down. Oh, no death. So I do not have to worry about falling off the ladders. And I'm going to add every landing for each level I mine is going to have a layer of these slime blocks, so I don't have to worry about falling. But that's going to end the episode for today. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel. Absolutely catch us next time. We are going to be boosting our RF production, and I'm going to add an automatic smelting sorting system. So all I have to do is drop all my items into one location and it all gets smelted and sorted and all of that. So I will most definitely see you next time.